5 databases. This video will cover 5.1. Open the TBL customer table and make the following changes. Change the C surname field size to 20. So we're going to double click on the table to open, go into the design view, and over here where it says C surname, we're going to select that field, come here to properties, and here by field size, change that to 20. Next question says we need to insert an input mask in the account number field to force users to enter the following data. So we're going to go here to account number and their input mask. Now at this stage you need to now turn to the back of your exam, look for your input mask character sheet, and you will find all the characters that you're going to need for this input mask. The first bullet here tells us that it needs 3 compulsory digits, and that is going to be the 3 zeros. After that we're going to need the @ symbol, so we're going to put in quotation mark, quotation mark, so that will literally put in that @ symbol. And then we need 2 or 3 capital letters, so we're going to put in the greater than symbol. That's going to make everything now to the right of the symbol capital. The first 2 letters are compulsory letters, they need to be there, and then the last one is optional because we can put 2 or 3, so that third one can be an optional letter, and so the symbol for that will be a question mark. Right, once you've done that, it's all done. Create a combo box for the package field. So here under package field, we're going to go to lookup and change it from a text box to a combo box. In doing that, we've opened up all these other properties, and you'll notice here row source is empty. That's where we select, and we need to use the TBL packages as the source. So by selecting that row, we go to the drop down arrow, look for TBL package, click on that, and now if I save the table and go into my table view, over here you'll see it gives me the drop down arrow. When I click on it, all these entries have been added for me, and if you're wondering where they come from, here's the table package, and you'll see all the entries are there. Now if I want to add something to this list, I'm not going to edit this drop down list. I will just go in here to table package and then just add another entry down here at the bottom, and then I save, close the table. I would save this one too, close it, reopen it, and then the entry I added would then come up at the bottom. Alright, let's go back into our design view here. Okay, moving on, change the cost month field to an appropriate data type and ensure that subscribers cannot pay any amount less than $150 per month. Alright, so we come here to cost month. Right now we see it says short text, so it's cost, we need to change it to currency. And then under general, we will see here we've got validation rule, validation text. This is where we're going to ensure that the subscribers cannot pay any amount less than $150 per month. So we need to understand what the question is saying here. We're looking for anything that is 150 and greater and bigger. We're not looking for anything below 150. So what we're going to say here is greater than equal to 150. Now the validation text will tell the user that's typing this data in, give them a little message or a warning if they type anything less than 150. It will say, listen, make sure you type it 150 or more. So all I'm going to do there is put what I've written here in writing so that they understand. So I'm going to say amount needs to be 150 Rand or more. Right, so I feel that's a valid text that will explain what we are looking for here. Now the last thing says insert a new field called cost year to calculate the cost for the whole year. So over here we're going to type in cost year, so that's the name of our field, It says here that it's a calculated field, so under data type we need to look for calculated, and as we click on this you'll see the expression builder opens up. And let's think about this now. It says insert a field called cost here to calculate the cost for the whole year. Now if we've got the cost for the month, we just need to multiply that by 12 in order to get the cost for the year. So first thing we're going to do is go here to cost month and double click on it, and then we're going to say times and 12 because there's 12 months in the year. We say OK, and there it adds the expression in for us. Now just make sure we come to format and say that this is going to be currency. Alright, once that is done, it says save and close the table customer table. So let's go and have a look here. If we go to design view, it wants our data sheet view, it wants us to save, so we say okay, it's telling us that there's columns, calculations in columns. Do you want to continue? Yes. And there we go, it adds it in. Now over here, let's say that the amount was 20 Rand. Be 150 or more, so that's the validation rule that's come up, and this is the message. So now I know, oh sure, but okay, so it's 150 or more. Okay, so let's make it 200. When I click away from that cell, 200 gets put in. It allows that value because of my rule, and now as you can see, 200 times 12 gives me 2,400. So that's what it will cost me for the year. Alright guys, so that was that question 5.1 done. You can save and close the table. Well done.